Have you ever noticed how differently you feel about time when you're anxious versus when you're at peace? When we're caught in worry, minutes feel like hours, and when we're truly present, hours can feel like moments. This isn't just psychological, it points to something much deeper about the nature of time itself. As chapter 13 of the text in A Course in Miracles reveals, the Holy Spirit's perception of time is the exact opposite of the ego's because they see completely different purposes for time itself. The ego uses time as a weapon, always reminding us of past mistakes, always projecting future fears, always keeping us trapped in a cycle of guilt and anxiety. Time becomes a prison where we're never quite good enough, never quite safe, never quite free. But the Holy Spirit sees time entirely differently. Rather than a trap, time becomes a classroom. Rather than a punishment, it becomes a gift. The Holy Spirit recognizes that while we believe we're stuck in time, time itself can become the very vehicle for our liberation. This shift in understanding changes everything about how we experience our daily lives. The Holy Spirit views time not as permanent reality but as a temporary classroom. His function in time is educational to help us learn what we need to know so that time itself becomes unnecessary. Think about this for a moment. We're not here to master time, but to learn through time until we no longer need its lessons. This perspective transforms our relationship with temporal experience from imprisonment to liberation. Every challenge, every relationship, every moment of confusion becomes an opportunity to learn forgiveness, to practice love, to remember who we really are. The Holy Spirit doesn't try to make time go faster or slower. He uses whatever time we have for the purpose of awakening. When we begin to see time as a teaching device rather than a burden, something beautiful happens. We stop fighting against our circumstances and start asking, what is this here to teach me? We stop rushing towards some imagined future happiness and start discovering the peace that's available right where we are. This doesn't mean we become passive, it means we become purposeful in a completely different way. The passage teaches that now is the closest approximation of eternity that this world offers. Think about what this means. Unlike past regrets or future anxieties, the present moment contains a quality that touches the infinite. When you're fully present, really present, time seems to stop, doesn't it? This isn't just poetic language. There's something about the present moment that transcends the linear experience of time. In the now, we're not bound by the story of who we think we were or who we're afraid we might become. In the now, we touch something timeless within ourselves. Here we find a bridge between temporal existence and eternal truth. The present moment becomes a doorway. It's where the horizontal experience of time meets the vertical reality of eternity. You don't have to wait until you die to touch eternity. You can touch it right now, in this very moment, by simply being fully here. True spiritual awakening requires stepping out of the mental constructs of past and future that keep us trapped in linear thinking. Most of our suffering comes from mental time travel, either replaying past events with regret and resentment, or projecting into future scenarios with fear and anxiety. But when we recognize that only now is here, we discover a reality that exists beyond the ego's timeline of guilt, fear, and projection. The past is a memory, the future is imagination, but real life is always happening now. This isn't about denying the practical aspects of time or refusing to plan for the future. It's about recognizing where our power actually lies. Forgiveness, on the deepest level, is about releasing these mental constructs of time. When we truly forgive, whether ourselves or others, we step out of the ego's timeline where grievances live forever. We discover that in the present moment, we are free. In the now, we can choose love over fear, peace over conflict, connection over separation. A Course in Miracles explains that only now presents the opportunities for the holy encounters in which salvation can be found. Every present moment offers the possibility of genuine connection, forgiveness, and recognition of our shared divine nature. These encounters are the very means through which we transcend time. A holy encounter doesn't require special circumstances or dramatic events. It can happen in a simple conversation with a friend, a moment of kindness with a stranger, or even in the quiet recognition of your own inherent worth. What makes an encounter holy is presence, the willingness to meet this moment and this person without the filters of past judgment or future expectation. These encounters are salvation because they reveal what has always been true. We are connected, we are loved, we are whole. In the present moment, all the barriers the ego has constructed simply dissolve. We remember that beneath all our stories and identities, we share the same essential nature. The ultimate purpose of understanding time correctly is to develop an appreciation for eternity that begins right now. As we learn to rest in present moment awareness, we gradually shift from ego-based time consciousness to the Holy Spirit's eternal perspective, where love and peace are our natural state. This shift doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't mean we'll never experience stress or worry again. But as we practice returning to the present moment, as we learn to see time as our teacher rather than our master, we begin to taste the freedom that is our birthright. The Holy Spirit's use of time is always healing, always loving, always aimed at our awakening. Every moment becomes an opportunity to choose again, to forgive again, to love again. And in that choosing, we discover that what we thought was temporal was actually touching the eternal all along. If these insights speak to you, I encourage you to share them with someone who might benefit from a different way of thinking about time and presence. Sometimes the most profound gift we can offer another person is a reminder that right now, in this very moment, they are free. May you find in each present moment a gateway to the peace and love that are your true nature.